Viper, keep that open. I'm going to dive in there. I think I got an opinion for this game. And here we go.
So, James, Jim, an abbreviated break between games 2 and 3. I had an opportunity to speak with.
Oh, my.
As we have a deep one.
And nice play.
Which turns out to be one very long, very hard hit out for Taylor Briner.
Let's get some lineups and pitching. I mean, we have Max Fernandez. Which
that is, in fact, Max on the mound.
Max on the mound, continuing from game 2. And from snappers, you have to think more of the same. Briner leading off there. Now Weber instead of Santillanes. So a little switch in the 2-hole, it looks like.
I have Wilson batting 3rd and Manny batting 4th.
Snappers choosing to switch up the lineup. Oh, my. Let me get my WIFFLE points in. Viper, keep that open. I don't know if I have any left after Hollis broke my heart. Sharp ground ball. Very nice play.
Yeah.
Maddie has been a bright spot today for the Night Owls.
Great defense there by Levine. Knocks it down, keeps it in front of him. And as you mentioned earlier, Jim, you've got more time than you think. Collects himself, collects the ball, delivers a strike to the backstop.
A lot of action on the Night Owls with this pitching staff out there. I'm going to have to lay the runs. Too many hitters on the snappers that are hot with J-Dub and Castaneda in addition to the core 3. And Greg, no James Stein. Starting Max. Yeah. I want to see Stein out there to recover from that little collapse. Oh, my.
Heads up.
Foul tip back into the zone. Wilson, line drive home run in game 2. Really blew the game open. Close game, and then he went into that to the delight of snappers, bettors everywhere.
And
Can I get another souvenir?
Yep.
Levine, right to the booth.
Got 2 each.
And we're very happy broadcasters in the booth today. Not the way I thought I was going to get them. I thought they'd be fouled back, but more time for me to practice my pitching. And here's Santillanes, who's been out of the 4 spot.
Hard hit, left field. That's going to be a RBI single for Manny Santillanes.
And Matty not happy about that at third base, as he knows he cost his team there with that run, with that error. Good to see him. He cares out there. And now Castaneda at the plate, and oh my! Yeah. Hopefully that error doesn't compound him more. That sounded like they hit the bat. Drop your bats, kids.
Umpire Chris Warfield does confirm. That is a strike.
59 miles per hour.
I stand corrected. Hit the bat, he said. That one hit to Kuther. Runs over to second.
Heads up play.
Yep. Far easier to run the few feet to the force out. And ends the top of the first. Do have a new lineup for the Night Owls. We're going to see James Stein leading off, A.J. Petrovsky behind him in the second hole, Matty Levine, we're going to see Alex Carrasco followed by Nick DeVella. Below the line and available will be Max Fernandez, Mateo Fernandez, Joe Kuether, and the Big Owl. Big Owl.
Gonna go with the
Elaine
shorter
Fernandez.
lineup, rotate around a little more. Put some of the Night Owls hotter hitters. Yeah, I need to get AJ as many at bats as possible. I mean, getting him running it through 7 hitters and getting him up only a few times.
I did have an opportunity in between games to talk to Nick DeVella. Said, give me a sentence for both Game 1 and Game 2. We didn't quite get that sentence out for Game 1. A little bit of head
No
shaking.
comment. Yeah.
He said, what can I say? There's 6 home runs in 1 inning.
Oh.
A couple errors contributed to it.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
And then in Game 2, there was a little bit of miscommunication about how many innings James Stein had left to give. So the decision not to put him on the mound was apparently some miscommunication. They wanted to save him for Game 3.
You get 10 per. He had 6, so I was shocked not to see him.
They thought he only had 5 to give. They wanted to save at least 1, try to get him to throw that complete game in the 3rd.
Well, maybe he did appear in the 5th inning. I mean, so.
Right, I believe
Did he record an out, though?
They figured it out later.
Well, here's Stein here leading it off. Wilson getting the nod.
Deep left field. That's going to be a triple. Clean in the air off the container in left field. Probably about 80, 90 feet in the air.
Wilson getting the start. Briner has innings.
Trench brought something up the other day. That was a triple off the left field wall. That's like a routine line drive to shortstop in a standard ballpark.
Right. I actually listened to that broadcast. I was listening to you guys talk about that. I did kind of
it's a little
trip me out a
trippy.
little bit. Yeah, when the 90 feet to the right field is only first base. I know shortstop's playing, 20 feet beyond the gap.
The entirety of Hideaway Field will fit within Fenway Park's infield with plenty of dirt left to give around it.
You're right. That did kind of blow my mind when I was listening to that. Great insight by you guys.
AJ fights that one off to stay alive, 2-2.
26 miles per hour.
Chases out of the zone. Funny you bring up Fenway Park. Are you? Is that? Can I
It's Golden Knights, actually, but
point to the Red Sox for you?
yeah, kind of born into Boston sports fandom.
Oh boy, not sure which Yankees are New York or Boston fans. Which ones?
Yeah,
Being from California.
always followed the Red Sox as a kid, but then moved to Southern California, moved to San Diego, lived there 17 years before moving to Las Vegas. So turned me into a big Padres fan.
Good.
Able to watch the last big heyday before the current one of the San Diego Padres in the late 90s.
98 swept by the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken.
That may have happened.
A little more of a blasé fan base there in San Diego, different than the Red Sox. A little more wish-wash. San Diego shows up when they want. Got a lot of things to do there.
The joke was always they show up in the 3rd, leave in the 7th.
Sure, got a lot of things going on.
My dad and I saw plenty of extra innings games there. The joke was by the 7th inning, we'd move from the nosebleeds down to the mezzanine, and by the 9th, we'd be behind home plate.
Yeah, that's Southern California right there in a nutshell.
Of course,
We care, but we got a lot to do.
That was back in the old Jack Murphy Stadium before being renamed Qualcomm.
I was just about to say that. Jack Murphy Stadium.
Deep left field. That's going to bounce, and it'll be a clean double. Alex Carrasco brings home James Stein and Matty Levine for a 2 RBI double.
In the midst of our conversation, the Night Owls are putting together something here, and that's a big hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be showing up at the Sand Vipers office begging for WIFFLE points again, it looks like.
Padres, of course, moved now to their beautiful downtown location, Petco Park.
Yeah, I've been a few times. That's a great, right on the gas lamp.
Yeah, what a wonderful place to watch a ball game.
I mean, plenty to do before the game, at the game, after the game. Pleasure to go to that place. We'll be returning soon.
Some of the best food I've ever had in a ballpark.
Yep. And there's that big bender that Wilson features when it's right. That thing's going to get a lot of people out here. Here's Stein back up to the plate as the Night Owls choose to turn their lineup over a little quicker. Stein right at Santillanes.
Stein with a little bit of friendly chatter with his opponent. Everybody out here takes it seriously, Jim. Everybody wants to win. Fierce spirit of competition, but also a very friendly camaraderie amongst the teams.
We're out here to compete and try to build something, and it gets fierce. You saw that in the first series with the Bombers and Ones, and for the most, I say 95% of the time, it's positive competition, and everyone gets along.
Yeah.
We're all here to have fun and get away from the realities of life, and this is a great place to do it.
Not uncommon at all to see teams from the earlier set sticking around to watch the second half of the doubleheader.
Yeah, and, I meet a lot of good contacts, great networking opportunity, meet a ton of friends. I didn't get to don't know you much before tonight, so get to spend some time with some new people. And that's what it's all about for me.
Yeah. You guys will be out here battling it out on the diamond, but then rubbing elbows in the bar later.
People from all walks of life, too. It's really fascinating.
47 miles per hour. 87 miles.
And here's Max again with a new lead.
61 miles per hour.
Devlin Daniels with his first at
I
bat.
haven't seen him hit tonight.
48 miles per hour.
And I think you want to go after Mr. Daniels here. Hasn't been hitting. Got to make him prove himself. Nice play.
77 miles per hour. 59 miles per hour.
4-3-8 from umpire Chris Warfield. And again, it's 5 seconds, a little bit longer than you think, given the movement, the bobbling. Oh, deep left field.
You just at this point, Taylor just means so much to this ball club. I mean, if you pull Bryner off this club, I guess you could say that for many teams out here. You pull their best player off, but more than any other team, I think Bryner to the Snappers, I mean, just is so important.
Yeah.
Does it all for them, and immediate impact right there. And here we go, getting what we wanted.
Yeah, Bryner with that solo shot to tie it up. Looking at 2-2. James Stein on the mound, taking a few warm-ups. That's going to be the last of, I believe it was Max Fernandez up there.
That was Max, and interesting. I thought it was a very interesting decision to start him in the first place.
Yeah, 1 inning of work.
1 plus, 1 1/3, and you need to develop your staff early in the season. This new rule of, the innings limit.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to see that. And
Jim, I was out here yesterday on Taco Tuesdays. We've got the Taco League out there.
I want to show up for that.
Rules eligibility does allow some new players under a certain amount of at-bats in the PLW to play and bat.
Oh, and another one.
Deep, left field, gone. Shane Weber.
Stein gets into the game and gets dealt with immediately, and that's a storyline for me.
Yeah, I got another back-to-back set of solo shots here.
And Stein's missing something off that slider. I'm not sure what it is, but the snappers have figured it out.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what I wanted to see, is how he would respond to that game one collapse. And it didn't get off to a good start.
Saw an appearance from Max and Mateo Fernandez, Big Owl. Nick DeVella out here on Taco Tuesday developing some of those new players. Great spot to do it. I'll have to find out from the Sand Viper. Over a certain amount of at-bats in PLW are not permitted to hit on Tuesday nights, but you can still get guys out here to practice pitching and practice their defense.
Interesting. So if you have a certain amount of ABs in the PLW, you cannot show up to Taco Tuesday.
You can show up. You can show up and you can play in the field, and you can pitch.
Yes, that's what I would use.
Yeah.
To practice pitching is perfect. J-Dub strikes out there. And 100 PLW ABs. Mr. Levi,
Thanks, Levi, for that information.
Stoneman manager.
Yeah, Jesse Caps was out there yesterday getting some cuts.
Interesting.
I was out there yesterday getting my knees scuffed up over at third base.
Yeah. You don't really need to do much to scuff it up. Either touch the turf, and
Yeah.
you're going to get some hydrogen peroxide on that thing immediately.
Prior to my newfound interest in wiffle ball, the last 10 years I've been playing indoor soccer as a goaltender. So I know all about the scuffed up knees. Broke out those knee pads after my first time here at Hideaway Field. So they're seeing some use again. As Stein strikes him out.
Gives up the homer, bounces back.
Who just struck out?
That was Santillanes.
Manny Santillanes. So Stein recovering there. 3-2 snappers. J-Dub up there on the bump. We're going to see AJ Petrovsky leading off this inning for the Night Owls. And once again, Night Owls having a good start, but the snappers answering back immediately with a pair of solo home runs.
Yeah, you just apparently can't get rid of these guys. Yeah. I've learned a lesson. Just never count this team out.
Bottom two.
You get something going, they punch you right back, and that can wear on you.
Bottom two, 3-2 snappers, third of a 3-game set. AJ Petrovsky at the plate. Jonathan Wilson kicks and delivers.
It's a guy they need to get going here. Maybe something else than a home run, though. Solo home run, you'll take it, but
You feel like you want to get somebody up there on
you need
base.
a multiple run, big innings. Solo home runs don't really lead to. Sometimes as a pitcher, you don't mind giving that up. And Wilson getting a big leadoff out there. That sweeping slider is pretty good. Would like to see how a lefty handles that.
60 miles per hour.
Little hot. Matty watches ball one.
There's the slider away. Becoming a go-to pitch for Wilson here, who's really looking solid today.
51 miles per hour.
Little gamesmanship from J-Dub there.
Good
Asking
stuff.
him if he's got the green light 3-1. To which Matty
Absolutely. In
responded,
this
he's
league-
always got the green light.
Yeah, stop it. Of course.
Matty had the green light there on 3-2.
Probably swings
Toss
the
it
ball
back.
forward. Tough to take that. That was very close. Look for that sweeping slider here now.
Floats that one.
88 miles per hour.
And a big at bat there.
And Matty Levine draws the walk. And it looks like J-Dub's night is finished. In comes Daniels. Daniels going to take a few warm-up pitches here and get
Intriguing
loose.
how the Snappers are playing this.
Well, we have a short break here. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Burt's Bats, Tarantino's Vegan, Little Batty Bakery, and Pocket Radar, providing the speed of our pitches. And all of our 61 viewers watching live, thank you for joining us. This is the third of a 3-game set. Alongside Jim Dodos, I'm Greg Kelly. This is Premier League Wiffle. It's been an exciting one here tonight, Jim. That first game looking like an easy 5-0 game was going to end. Turned around all of a sudden. 9 runs.
Just a
At the top of the
flash.
5th. The Snappers coming out of nowhere to steal that game in emphatic fashion. Once again in Game 2 with a 7-2 victory. Night Owls had a good start here in game number 3, getting out to a 1-0 lead, and then a 2-2 tie, and then the Snappers with a couple of back-to-back home runs. 3-2 here.
In for another good one here. Both these teams haven't had each other today. Both games closer than the scoreline suggests. Tight ball games. And Snappers getting on the right side of both.
Comebacker.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, Sam.
All right. Cue that one up for the blooper reel.
Let's put that on the not top 10, Greg, where you drop it in the trying to do too much bucket there. You throw it away, and then you try to make 3 plays in one and hit your own teammate. Unnecessary.
Yeah. Important note, unable to make a second error on that play.
Yes.
Once that ball dribbles out in the
Not
outfield,
sure,
the 5
yeah.
seconds have elapsed. As long as you don't pick it up and make a throwing error, you're not going to have another. You're not going to have another base.
If I remember, Daniel's last appearance had trouble getting it under the 55. He's 58 there. And this is a big at bat. Davella in a big spot.
Wow.
Ooh, got it on the
Vela
button.
looks at the
He cannot
stars.
believe it. The first one I've seen him get under 55.
Could hear that one whizzing down.
And you get the sense this is a big part of this game.
Yeah.
Night Owl's a good opportunity here. Got some mistakes by the Snappers. Got to take advantage of that kind of stuff. Don't have the best arms of the Snappers in the game. Taylor not pitching. Weber not pitching. Great opportunity here.
It's a walk. Bases are loaded. Daniel's going to
4.
stay up there.
Daniel's going to stay out there. And here we go with Stein, who loved to inflict some damage here. Takes outside. Yeah, Trench, we got ourselves some tense moment here. It's a little quiet. And outfield, developing situation. The tag's on. And he doesn't go.
And he doesn't go.
I can't believe he doesn't go.
Matty Levine with a deep fly ball.
You have to go there. I mean, you have to take a chance. And the rule is there, Taylor can throw that home.
Notice there is a thin strip of tape along the third baseline. If we look over A.J. Petrovsky's shoulder towards Matty Levine, Matty did not cross that line. That is the point of no return when tagging up.
Yes.
If he were to cross that line, he's got to go.
Well, I guess with AJ on deck, I can make a case for not tagging up there your best hitter. I guess so. Now a huge spot for AJ.
Not easy to throw a wiffle ball from center field.
No, can't throw from shortstop. I mean, that can easily come up in the booth. In a one-run game, and
And they
They get
turn
out of
two
it.
to end it. Wow.
wow, bases loaded, nobody out. You get 0 runs.
Wow.
That
Oh, and they leave him stranded.
adds to the heartbreak of the Night Owls tonight. It just has not been. My goodness.
Sheesh.
And if they weren't already a little bit discouraged, they have to be a little. I mean, that has to hurt a little bit
Absolutely.
there.
Base is juice, looking like an opportunity. Sack fly would have scored a runner. Runner doesn't go. And as you said, Jim, they had A.J. Petrosky coming up. One of the league leaders. Batting, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, almost every stat that we have.
Yeah.
And it's a nightmare scenario.
Just
Grounds into a double play.
got to put the ball in the air there. I know
It's a little
easier
Batty
said than
Bakery.
done. Oh, my.
Still a one-run ball game, though. Top of the third.
What's up, Mock? Hopefully you caught game 1 of this series.
59 miles per hour.
Been a good one. Johnny Castaneda, who knows nothing but a massive swing. I mean, oh my goodness. I still don't
Yeah.
think he's going to
I think we're going
make
to see
it
him
42 games.
hit a lot
I
of
mean, I
oppo
think
base
there's
hits.
a oblique injury in his future.
Yeah. Jim, I was asking Trench this the other day. Is it possible to hit the wiffle ball too hard?
Yeah, I've dented it many times. Yes. Absolutely. Especially on the line drive. Yeah, you can dent the ball and it affects the flight and all that good stuff.
Trench vegan.
Oh, Trent's enjoying his night off, isn't he? I mean,
Joining us up there on the left field container.
Oh, yeah, I got Trench out there. Our typical broadcaster, probably appreciating the little bit of a break he gets.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that guy announces far too many games, so love to give Trench a night off when we can. These guys work their butt off here.
Mama Santillanes in the chat. Welcome.
Yeah, Santillanes.
Always good to see Mama and Little Boot Boot.
Yeah. Pleased with their snappers.
Grounder.
Why wouldn't they? be?
Kuther.
Kuther
Throws.
does well.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't they be excited? Their snappers are trending to a sweep here. But Stein, that's what I want to see from Stein. Game 1 happened.
Yeah.
Best thing you can do is get back out there and erase that memory, and
He is a human being.
yeah, go play again. That's what this game offers. Yeah.
If anything, that'll only strengthen his resolve. You could see
Right.
after Davella pulled him from that game, he was not pleased with himself.
No.
Kicked the cooler.
Right. And
the way
it
to
sucks.
the
We all
dugout.
saw what happened. And the best part about baseball for me is we played every day. Wiffle ball, we play 42 games. So many opportunities to get back out there, do it again. And get back. So I'm really excited to see Stein come back and let's nail down this win for his team. Maybe they can come back and do the same thing back to the Snappers. So.
Matty Levine, a walk. Is on.
Always something this
Last
game
at-bat.
offers is a chance to show some character, some heart, competitive spirit.
55 miles per hour.
Jeez. Some hyperbole there from Levine.
57 miles per hour.
Thank you.
Nice play.
Comebacker, Daniels.
That bounced.
Hit the ground.
That bounce. I heard it. I can't
Yeah.
see it, but I can hear it.
Umpire Chris Warfield indicates that did hit the ground. That's a throwing error. Seems like he wanted to put a lot of heat on that
No
delivery
need
to
to
backstop.
throw it that hard.
Why? Yeah. Why are you doing it?
Second inning in a row, the Snappers have made a mistake. Let's see if they can punish them. Got to capitalize on that stuff offensively. Missed out on a huge chance last inning. Here's Carrasco.
62 miles per hour.
And that's way hot. And that's now a hitter's count, 3-1, nobody out. Do you take walks?
Yeah, Daniels only has one out to get one more walk to give here.
I don't think you want to take a walk. Caps to 1 and another mistake from the snappers there.
They get the lead runner on that double play attempt.
Not a disaster. And another, you have Briner in relief. Do you want to take a walk against and face Briner? I mean, so there's a little gamesmanship and strategy there on the offensive side. Be extra aggressive. You know, you have the snappers trying out a new pitcher.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to keep that guy in, but he's pitching pretty well. So I don't know. It's difficult. It's up to the hitters. Expand the zone on a 3-ball count and a guy with 1 walk.
Nick DeVella steps in, looks at ball 1. Bottom of the 3rd, you're watching Premier League Wiffle. Snappers up 3-2 over the Night Owls. DeVella swings and misses, strike 2. .56. DeVella looks at ball 2.
And this guy's pitches look pretty quick, and they're coming in right at 55. They look, he's got some radar talent.
60 miles per
Yeah.
hour.
Full count.
Big pitch again. Oh, and it hits
That
me in
hits
the gut.
Dodo's. That's Dodo's 4th ball of the night.
That's my 4th one of the night, and I'm on first base.
That's a wild pitch.
That's a wild pitch.
Yep.
Advance. Yes, it is.
Wild pitch is a rule. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
A wild pitch is over the backstop, and Dodos is going to go down in the booth here to explain a little rules clarification. The wild pitch is a rule here in PLW. It's not simply ball 4.
Greg, I got to gather myself after that. Sitting here trying to announce a ball game.
Yeah, that
Pitcher
one
threw it in the booth.
hit you right in the chest.
Hit me right in the
Yep, that, you are in the strike zone over there. I've got the monitor to protect me. I'm on the left side tonight. I had one tag me in the same spot.
And that's the first wild pitch I've seen.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew that was
the
a
first time
rule.
I've seen a pitcher do
Yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was a rule, and there it is.
Yeah, so we're going to see Taylor Briner here. We've just seen him regardless of whether that pitch went over the backstop or not, as Daniels returns to the dugout.
Well, you couldn't expand the zone on that one. You had to take a walk there. But, this is what you walk a pitcher out, good job, but here's your reward, and you get Taylor Briner. So, once again, another treat of a wiffle ball game. Up to 70 viewers. Love that.
That's the first time I get to put the WP in my scorebook.
And the scorebook, a little action for the scorekeeper.
And we're going to have runners on first and second here. 1 out. James Stein at the plate. He's going to face Taylor Briner in relief.
Big spot. Have we been treated? So we have first and interesting.
Wait, hold on. That's not.
49 miles per hour.
Big next 2 hitters here.
Yeah, so how did we get here? We had an error to put Matty Levine on. We had a fielder's choice for Alex Carrasco to reach first base, and then a wild pitch puts Nick DeVella on. So runners first and second, 1 out.
Levi, I was thinking first and third with the wild pitch, but the Sand Vipers down here laying down the rule book. And there it is, another second double play in a row, ends the inning. My goodness.
Wow. Snappers turn the double play. Night Owls strand 2 again.
Oh, my.
And somehow the Snappers escape the inning again, unscathed.
Oh, my.
And it got quiet in here in a hurry, Jim.
I mean, how much heartbreak can you take in one night? I mean, the Night Owls
Yeah, they've left a lot
competing,
of runners on
fighting,
base.
putting themselves in great positions, and at the key moment, just can't get it done every time. Very, very interesting. Oh, boy.
It's good hitters, too.
Yeah, good
hitting into
players.
double plays.
My.
It was A.J. Petrovsky last time. James Stein immediately unhappy with himself after making contact with that ball.
Making it too easy. What do you think of that third to second base double play? Not my favorite double play, to be honest. I wouldn't mind the league looking at that. I never see a third to second double play.
Yeah. It's certainly more simple
little
than
easy,
tossing it to
little
the
very
second and then making
simple,
that
yes.
difficult throw to the center panel of the
We got
backstop.
rid of the first base double play. I'd like to see a throw to the panel there. Get to the middle panel.
So in that case, the lead runner at third is out. Turn, fire it to the center panel,
Center
to get the
Let's
second.
see some skill. Yeah, I don't know. That seems very easy double play, but, you know, something for another day.
Noted. We're up to 78 viewers here, Jim.
Yeah, tuning in to another close ball game.
And thanks for the follow, Anton R. Gasper. Thanks for joining us.
Weber's been hitting the cover off the ball,
Yep. Screamer to left field for a single.
and he has Stein's number.
29 miles per hour.
This is J-Dub swinging at the first offering to go down 0-2 early.
J-Dub and Castaneda behind him. Really just one thing on their agenda.
Yeah.
And that's hit one to the clubhouse. My goodness.
Hot shot on the right field line. I think it hits Big Owl. Appears to have retired to the bleachers.
Big Al enjoying himself out there and right.
Yeah.
And he back foots him. A really good pitch to throw to lefties is that. That slider curveball that starts over the plate and then ends up at the back foot. That's what you want that pitch to end up at and swing right over the top of it. Good execution.
That'll bring up Manny Santillanes. One RBI already in this game.
Stein's signature pitch, that little screwball drop ball. Sharp action.
56 miles per hour.
And that's rare from Stein. I rarely see him come
Yeah.
over 55.
It's always 53, 54, 55.
Yeah.
53 miles per
Just misses with that one. Three and one, hitters count. And he looks at ball 4.
And he bat flips the walk. .56 again at 56, and that's going to be frustrating. Castaneda looking to tee off. Oh,
Yeah, you had to know he's coming with gas
it's
there.
not getting old either with Castaneda's swing. He just absolutely takes a hack.
What's he going to give him here?
Screwball.
53 miles per hour.
Gets him.
Wow.
Great strikeout there.
Does that bring up two? Is it 2 outs?
Yeah, 2 down so far in
Here's
this inning.
Daniels.
A single strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout.
Night Owls looking to get out of their jam.
Fifty-six miles per hour.
Oh,
boy.
boy. And this is a big pitch. Hitter's count. We'll be looking to tee off here. Has to come in the zone. And he
Big
has teed
shot
off,
by
and
Daniels.
it's
That's a
gone.
3-run shot.
He said he was going to hit a ball.
Uppo, Boppo.
Wow. And do the Snappers have anybody that can't hit? I mean, all these guys are good hitters, and they do it in the clutch situations.
Well, Stein gets himself into a jam there, and Devlin gets one that he can absolutely destroy opposite way. 3-run
my.
home run over the right field wall, and it's 6-2 Snappers.
Oh my. And this series, really, the difference has been who's done what in the key moments. I mean, there's been chances for both sides, and when at the key moments, the Snappers have delivered, and it's been everybody. My goodness.
They're going to add Jesse Capps to the batting rotation here.
Oh yeah, a little frustration there, playful frustration. Good.
You know, I saw an Urban Dictionary for that little move. They call it Schrodinger's douchebag. That's where you do something offensive, then say you were joking.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, even in the heat of the moment, there's still that playful camaraderie. 79 viewers. Thanks for joining us on the stream. You're watching Premier League Wiffle.
No, it read it before I pitched it. It read it before it even hit.
Jesse, get out of here.
There's
You're
a
down.
little bit of an argument about whether or not.
Jesse, you took 2 straight pitches down the middle.
Yeah, Jesse's
Yeah,
trying to stay in the batter's box on a technicality there.
it would really help if you just swung the bat, Greg. I mean, that would
Yeah.
be probably a better solution.
Yeah, that might fly on. Might fly on Taco Tuesday. This is Premier League.
This is Premier League Wiffle. Pitches down the middle need to be swung at. Not going to
Yeah,
crazy over a mile per hour here, too. That was 54 right down the middle.
Jim. Wow, this is looking a lot like Game 2. We had a tight one going in the top of the 4th here.
Yeah. And then it gets blown open. And
Yeah, I mean, Shane Weber leads off with the single. Wilson strikes out swinging, and then the walk to Manny to bring in James Stein, and then the 3-run shot opposite way by Devlin Daniels.
Stein falling behind guys. You know, that was a 3-1 pitch there.
Uncharacteristic.
Very uncharacteristic. And, man, it's been a rough night for him. Flush this thing away on to the next series. And AJ, who was on deck on that double play, my goodness.
Swings at a ball outside.
He's been pressing a bit too. I think the entire Night Owls team just feeling a little pressured tonight.
And that's strike 3.
Whew. That's 3 Ks all swinging, and he's not happy about it. And you had Daniels out there, and now you get Briner and 6-2, Greg. I don't fancy their chances. They've left too many chances out there. And a team like the Snappers, they don't do that. They take advantage of every situation. When they get a chance, they convert.
Yeah.
And oh,
Wow. Matty Levine goes down on strikes, goes down looking. Cloman 23, yeah. This is the craziest series in PLW history by far, he says. Think back about 2 hours ago when it was 5-0, yeah.
yeah, the momentum shift. I was mentioning Snappers looked out of it. They looked not themselves. They looked down, quiet. And ever since that top of the 5th, it's one-way traffic here. And pain for the Night Owls.
A wiffle ball can hurt you, but it's got to be going a lot faster than that.
Probably more off the bat can hurt you than off an arm. And oh,
And Taylor Briner retires the side on strikes, 3 in a row.
yeah, Maccabee. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
4 hours ago we're talking
You're right.
about a huge comeback, 7-1 down in the first series. I wasn't even getting over that, and then my eyes have seen some things in the wiffle ball field tonight that I didn't think I was going to see coming into the park.
Just feeling the frustration and the pain of the Night Owls. As Clement 22 alluded to.
Yeah,
Not long ago, we were in the top of the 4th with a 5-0 lead. Obviously, dramatic come from behind victory for the Snappers there. And then the late inning rally in the second game and a carbon copy here in the third.
yeah. When you see the score lines of these games, 9-5, 7-2,
Looks like
6-2. They
blowouts. Looks
look
like they just
like
manhandled
if
them.
you kind of weren't watching, but could not tell a worse story.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, these games have been competitive, close, and just the Snappers have converted when it matters most.
We see Michael Aguirre. Looks like both Jesse Capps and Michael Aguirre added to the batting rotation for the Snappers with the 6-2 lead.
Stein not happy out there. His frustrating night. Would not blame him if it boiled over a little bit. Let's see what Taylor does.
Aguirre goes down swinging.
I was looking there.
Oh, looking, thank you. The
Yes, yeah.
backwards K.
Yeah. Always fun to put in the scorebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna see about maybe getting a glass table for the booth up here, so we can put the monitors underneath it, so it doesn't obstruct the view of the
Yeah,
announcer.
it's innovative of you.
Just hope nobody leans on it too hard and shatters it. You got to get something tempered.
Stein gasses up Taylor, who will always offer it that. Why not? Seen Taylor park it 60, 65. It's doable. Now Weber, who's just had a day off Stein today.
Yeah.
Homered in this game, correct?
Yeah, 1 home run in the second inning, solo shot. He had a single in the 4th, ground out in the 1st.
Yeah, Viper. Most runs I've seen Stein give up. And just in such control earlier. I mean, I thought this was cruise control for Stein. Just doing his thing. And there it is again.
AJ does a good job cutting that off to limit that to a single.
But Viper, we've seen a lot of pitchers, a lot of the better pitchers of the league give up some hits and runs earlier in the season. And we'll see how this thing shakes out.
Two down, top 5, man on first. J-Dub.
Oh,
Deep.
just missed that.
Not that deep.
Oh, and
oh,
dropped. And just can't have that. Doesn't belong here in the PLW.
We got an error. The launch angle looked like it was going to be high, looked like it was going to be deep. Came back quite a bit. You could tell that ball was spinning a lot. Definitely spun off of
Yeah,
Max
we've talked, and
Fernandez's
I
hands.
want to say he did that in the game too, out in center field, correct?
Yeah, it's happened twice.
You just got to focus through the catch there.
Yeah, is there a certain technique when you know that ball's spinning? Do you want to get your
I like
hands
to get a
the
hand
bottom
on
top?
Yeah, I like to get something on top of the easy ones like that. You can't always do that on the run or something like that, but those ones you want to focus in and see in the whole way.
Yeah,
And
that way if it does pop
we
up off
just-
the bottom hand, you got the top hand
you just
there
can't
to
have
keep
that
it in.
out here. That's going to against the Snappers. I mean, we get away with it this time.
Santillanes strikes out to end the inning, but still a 6-2 lead.
Santillanes, 33, coming in hot. Tier 1 subscription. Love to see that. Supporting her Snappers. Mrs. Santianes.
Thank you, Mama Santianes,
I like
for subscribing.
that.
Extra channel points for Mama Santianes.
Woo! Chat really heating up here. Over 7 ERA for Chad. Legends won't be liking that if that comes true.
Thanks to our 66 viewers joining us here live from Hideaway Field in Las Vegas. You're watching Premier League Wiffle. Greg Kelly alongside expert commentary from Jim Dodos.
I've enjoyed it. I've gotten to do 2 series.
Oh, you did the double header. That's
did
right.
the double header and got to do the first. Got some solo time in the booth. Got to work with Trench and yourself. And it's been a pleasure to be out here. Got to see some great games. Couldn't have been treated to a better.
Yeah, some emotional
Yeah.
football out here tonight.
Oh. And that's out and overplay.
That is a throwing error.
Another throwing error. We've seen quite a bit of errors. And these are both quality teams. If there's one bit of weakness we've seen with both these teams is defensively.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure I've seen quality defense out of these teams tonight.
What do you think the over-the-backstop errors come from mentally? Is that you just don't want to hit it
When
into
you
the
throw
dirt?
the ball firm like that,
Yeah.
the ball will rise.
Yeah.
You need to get the holes on the right side. If you put the holes down, the ball will rise.
Yeah, the
So
air
it's about
enters the
finding your grip.
perforation,
A lot of
swirls
guys are
around,
throwing
ball
from
goes
down
up.
here. They're dropping their elbow when they throw, and you're seeing the ball rise out of the grip. And got to get on top of that thing.
Yeah.
Very
So-
important to get on top of the ball.
You advocate an overhand delivery.
It's quicker. It's throwing from the sides. You see a lot of infielders do that in baseball, which I'm fine with. But the ball will rise and take off on you. See that all the time. And the more you put on it, the more spin rate you put on it, you'll see it take off. And he threw that pretty hard. Really no need to.
Stein looks at ball 2. No outs. Nick DeVella on second base after a throwing error.
And a great take there. Stein needs to do anything he can to get on base.
2 ace pitchers exchanging notes.
Brandon, 11790. We thank you for that follow. Tuning into some world-class wiffle ball here at the PLW.
Deep center field. That's a 2-run shot by James Stein. That's gotta feel good.
And we can't help but think about what are we in for here?
Still no outs. That's a 2-run shot, and all of a sudden it's a 6-4 ball game.
Stein really needed that. Has really struggled in key moments tonight, and gets one to go his way.
And that brings up A.J. Petrovsky. Looking at no outs.
Petrovsky really struggling. Punchy, all strikeouts on the night. Needs to get his night started.
Watches that one to fall behind early.
And that's the pitch he struggled with. Taylor knows it. I don't think he's going to see anything else but that north to south breaker that he's been swinging right over the top of.
49 miles per hour.
There you go.
Hits the top of that ball. Lucky to be in that at bat. He needs to match his bat angle with that pitch. He's a little bit level off his bat, and it's very tough to make contact that way with a pitch that breaks like that.
Exit ball 2, 2-2. No outs. Nobody on.
And there
Strikes
it
him
is. Once more, over the top.
It's AJ's 4th strikeout.
And AJ's Rookie of the Year candidate for sure, showing some vulnerability tonight in this game.
We'll see Matty Levine here. 1 out.
Let's see. And there's the out.
Johnny Castaneda not throwing that one nearly as high or as hard as the previous one that resulted in error.
Yeah, I have a car parked out there, Greg, so I'm glad to see that. Not done yet. Carrasco looking to be fighting to get on base here.
Last chance here for the Night Owls. 2 away, bottom of the 5th. And that got him. And that's the ball game, folks. Taylor Briner strikes out Alex Carrasco to end the game. And the Snappers sweep the series.
Wow.
And no shortage of drama
No.
in this one.